video is gonna jump in and out between things I filmed a few months ago and stuff I'm filming now, just because some of the stuff I didn't like how I phrased it and some of it I'm happy to keep. So sorry about that. But the first thing I said was about WhatsApp. There is a wonderful thing called WhatsApp which connects people, including a wonderful cast and crew such as the Play Fam. And yes, that's what I'm gonna call them forever because I love them. Anyway, so one night, I can't remember exactly when it was, we were all, or a lot of us were up till past midnight, and me and I think a few others, I can't remember, were trying to be the first to text on the new day, or people were discussing who's going to be the first to text on the new day. I can't remember exactly how that happened. And then so I kind of am a bit of a competition person, not really, but anyway, and I messaged like multiple messages as it was 11:59, trying to be the first one on the new day, and then this other guy just comes in and sends one message and wins, and I was like, oh come on. But since then we've had a competition, and now past me we'll talk about that. So we started this competition, which now everyone's kind of joined in on, which is who can text first at midnight. It's really funny because at midnight, even if I'm lying in bed, I hear my phone buzz multiple times and I'm like, it's midnight. So that's kind of a thing that's been going, and it's kind of kept the chat going, I would say, although there's plenty of other things too. Okay, so then one night we were all up, I think it was the first night of holidays, we all just kept texting like past midnight into 1 in the morning, into 2 in the morning, into 3 in the morning, and I think eventually we were up till about 5 a.m. just messaging each other, and people dropped away obviously, but there was still 6 of us or so by the time it got to 5 in the morning, and we all just started messaging each other saying, we can hear the birds chirping and what have we done? But it was so funny because especially at around I think the 2 or 3 o'clock mark, people just started sending voice messages because we all just got too lazy to type. So the people who woke up in the morning had 4,500 messages, which were mostly just voice recordings, and most of them obviously didn't go back and read it. There was one girl I think who did, which, I mean, I'm so impressed. That is dedication. But now when people are messaging past anything, or whenever we see a post relating to staying up late for those you love, we just always tag it 5 a.m. fam, and we love it. But usually I regret stuff when I stay up past a certain time and I feel groggy and disgusting the next day, but I really didn't. Like, I was just so happy that I stayed up till 5, which doesn't happen often. I feel like that really shows how incredible this cast is and how lucky I am to be a part of it. Okay, so I'm filming this as I'm watching the video, but it's also as sunset is happening, so I'm sure you can tell it's getting darker, and now I've had to put on this light here. I forgot to mention earlier that one of the things we did during the rehearsal period, I think it was back in July, we had a cast sleepover. Now, to be honest, it was only, I think, in the end about 7 or 8 of us, but it was so much fun and so funny because we were up again till 4 in the morning, playing Cards Against Humanity, watching Shrek, and sleeping in very, very strange positions because there wasn't enough space for everyone obviously to sleep on a couch or a bed. So we had like people on the top of couches or on the floor or whatever. It was very funny. Excuse you, I'm trying to make a video. No, I hate being mean. Okay, so I also forgot to mention that 2 weeks before the show, we had 4 stage crew people joining us, and first of all, they fit right in, which was wonderful. And second of all, I think everyone in the cast realized what an insane job they did because they had a really tough job and they pretty much ran the show. And without them, it would just not have been anywhere near as good. And everyone was so appreciative of them, and I'm so happy about that. And they've just become such a part of it, and I love it. I'm so happy that they're like so included, and you know, I love them equally to everyone else in the cast, which is just wonderful, and again goes to show the inclusion of the cast, which, I just love. The other day, my friend and I went to sit just in a relatively communal area, but with just the 2 of us eating lunch. And suddenly, I'm not even kidding, I think about 13 or so of the cast and crew came and joined us. And just, we grew and we all just hung out. Again, just spending lunch together. And then the absolute best part, in my opinion, is last night, no, 2 nights ago, we got a video of the show, and we all said, we're not going to watch it yet, we're going to wait to watch it together. And when we first said it, it was kind of like, is this a joke, or is this really going to happen? Who knows? But we made it happen on, it was Thursday, so a few nights ago. We all just sat down together. And this is like a month and a half after the show has ended, and I do that in quotation marks because it's not ended in my mind. I'm living in denial. I think most of the cast and crew came, and it was just so much fun. We barely watched it really. We were mostly just chatting and having fun, and I just love the cast so much, and I'm gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss them so much. In case you can't tell by the hair, this is being filmed on the same day as Vlogmas Day 2, but I remember mentioning in that video that I had a video prepared of another rehearsals video that I was going to put up. I'm speaking too much. So on that day, I was saying that there was going to be another video that I already had prepared, but I still wanted to refilm. And I kind of watched the video now, and I think I'll be able to edit it, so hopefully I won't have to film the whole thing again. But I did want to add some stuff to it, so that's what you're watching right now. Okay, so the play happened in August. It is now December. I think end of November it was, we had a games night. That is like 4 months after the show, I think? I don't know. But it was quite a while after, and even now, even today, we're still texting. The phone is going crazy. Anyway, so 24th of November, I think it was, we had a games night with, not everyone came, but I'd say like at least 3/4 came, and it was just so much fun. And we played first this weird TV computer game, I don't know what it's called, and then we played Articulate, and then I think we played Keep Talking and No One Exposed, I think it's called, on the computer again. And it was just, I love this cast, and everyone was so nice, and it was just so fun, and yay! And then a few nights ago, or whenever it was, I can't remember, we went to the awards night, and our play was nominated for I think 12 or 13 things in 8 categories. We only ended up winning 3, but the one that we're all really most proud of is the fact that we won Best Overall Play. So regardless of not having won any of the other categories, really, we won, I mean, 2 others, but still, we still got the overall best, and so everyone was very happy about that, obviously, and just the support for each other was so wonderful. And we were all saying though, if there was an award for most tight-knit cast, we believe it should have been us. What is happening with my hair? You know how people say beach hair is nice? I don't think they mean this. Anyway, this is another 4.5 minutes on top of the 5.5 minute video I've already made, so this is gonna be fun to edit. Goodbye!